Test. 1, 2. I gotta get in the habit of making these videos more often. But I finally have news for you now, so I can get right into it. Let me tell you, this place is magic. Chiang Mai. I'm in love. I want to give you a little breakdown of what it's been like in the past. How long have I been here? I've been here a month now. So tons has happened. All great things. I really feel like my mojo is like crazy on fire out here. I think there's something to be said about taking that leap of faith and having faith and knowing that, you know, you'll figure it out and it's all meant to be. It feels like it's meant to be because when things fall into place like this, it's like you're on the right path. It's like the world being like, yes, you're doing it. Keep going. So in the first 2 weeks that I was here, I found a place. I hit the ground running looking for jobs. As you know, I came out here kind of unsure about what I was going to do for work, just hoping to lock something in that would just give me an income. Obviously, the overhead here is super cheap, so I knew I could find a place. I knew I could get settled in, but I had to lock in some steady income. So I went to the library every day. I started building my website and my portfolio. This is a big part of this puzzle. I want to work in social media and branding and PR, and I think one of the most important things you have to do as somebody who's selling themselves and their skill set is build your brand, your website, get your portfolio together. So in the past few years, I've been trying so hard to just chase opportunities that provide me with experience to develop my skill set and to give me concrete examples of work. So all the stuff I've been doing in the last 2 years at the Academy has been super valuable. So I'm building this website. Check it out, MakingJGB.com. It's in the works, but it's like case studies and proof of my work. And instead of just talking about what I've done in the past, I gotta prove it. So that's what that website is. And I feel like that was a big part in my being able to land some job opportunities. So I must have applied for about, I don't know, 10, 15 jobs. Not easy, guys. These applications are pretty tedious, at least for these remote jobs. You know, they make you jump through hoops. I've had to record videos and answer very specific questions and go through tests and stuff. So within those 2 weeks, I built that website. Well, I worked on building that website. And then I applied for jobs. Third week, get this, I got 2 job offers and someone reached out to me on Upwork about becoming a client of mine. So without even trying, I landed my very first client, which is amazing. I've been wanting to tell you guys about this for a while, but I had to hold off because, you know, I don't want to jinx it. I wanted to lock in the contract. I wanted to get the payment in. And all that happened 2 days ago, so it's happening. It's in the UK. She's in the UK, so the money is in pounds, which is very attractive to my Canadian bank account. It's monthly pay, and it's covering more than my expenses, like actually a lot more. It's covering my rent, my food, my bills, my lifestyle out here, so that was like a huge win. And like I said, it's like my mojo. I did nothing, well, I did very little to make that happen. It sort of fell into place. And then 2 other opportunities came at me. One of them is a lead generation job. It's LinkedIn, it's task work. It's like the same thing on a day-to-day basis. I'm working with virtual assistants and making sure that they're reaching out and getting leads and reviewing. I won't go into detail, but what I love about this job opportunity is that it's not like a creative energy job. I don't have to think and strategize and, you know, use a lot of energy trying to, you know, come up with stuff. You know what I mean? It's task work. I can just tick boxes every day. And the best part about this job is that I don't have fixed hours. I can work whenever I want, however I want. I don't have to check in. All I have to do is get the job done on a weekly basis and I get paid for the amount of work. So part-time work, paid. Full-time work, paid. Just as long as it gets done in the week, then I'm good to go. Amazing, right? The other job seemed like the most perfect opportunity. It was a social media engagement job working with huge brands like Lego and hotels and all sorts of stuff. And the engagement role was for French Canadian, Quebecois speaking people. So responding in Quebecois. And that was just like, wait a minute, that's totally me. And so both of those jobs I heard about at the same time. And so over the past 2 weeks, I've done the initial interview and the second interview, and then I had a third interview, and I locked in one of the jobs, and the other job, I didn't make it through to the final stage. So I am now working for Lead Cookie. That's the lead generation job, which I'm really happy about. I got great vibes from the people that I will be working with. I love the freedom. I love the fact that it'll fit into my schedule and allow me to live in Thailand and allow me to have my own business and to do my own thing. Absolutely perfect for what I want to be doing. So, huge wins, right? Like 3 weeks in, I can't believe this is happening. Made a few little notes here. Another thing I want to mention about Miss J, one of the cool things about getting a client like this is I'm already going through the motions of how to build this business, right? Like I've got to create guides, and everything I'm making for Miss J, I am going to be able to use for other clients. So it's such a great way to just get the ball rolling on what it is that I need to be creating as templates for any client, not just for her. So love it. I'm already all over this. Oh yes, and actually the second week that I was out here, another super cool thing happened, and that's that I came across Brooke Wolf of Mindful Modern Nomads. I had a really funny night one night, and I was like, you know, I gotta be manifesting stuff out here. There's something in the air. I keep calling it magic. I don't know what it is. And I just got to get my mindset right. So I saw it and I thought, you know, what kind of work do I want to attract? What kind of people do I want to be around? How do I envision this? So I had a good think about that. And the next morning I woke up, literally, you know, you pull your phone out and you scroll through stuff. And there was this post in one of the groups that I've been following from Brooke saying, I'm looking for somebody who knows how to do social media and who wants to be a virtual assistant and who can help me with the business side of my personal business, because she wants to focus on client work doing emotional body mapping, which is her gift and her reason for being and the business that she really wants to focus on. And in return, she's providing mentorship. So the step-by-step, how do you get your business off the ground? You know, what processes, what templates. Like I said before, with building my own business, I need to be creating this stuff so that I can use it for myself and my clients. And working with Brooke just seemed like the most perfect way to ease into that process. So she's also offering free emotional body mapping sessions, which is very cool. If you don't know anything about it, have a look. I'll link it all here. So I pursued that. We met. She was going through a whole process of meeting other people and finding the right person. And in the end, she went with somebody else that was suited to the role. So I've been hanging out with her despite not being her VA. And then yesterday, when I found out that I didn't get the social media job, the engagement job, I got a message from her, like literally at the same moment, saying, you know what? I think I would really like to work with you. And the girl that she's working with wants to focus on the PR and the writing side, and I want to focus on social media. So now we're a 3-person team. There's 2 of us VAs, plus Brooke, who's mentoring us on how to build our businesses and get ourselves out there. So somehow in the span of less than a month, I have locked in a client, a job, and a mentorship. I feel great, guys. I think you can tell. I think you can see that I'm in my place, and I'm recording this because it's important. This was not an easy decision. This was not something that, you know, was given to me. This is something I had to take and make. And it's not just me. It could be you too. And I'm already all over this documentative documentary process of telling the story, because I want people to see what can be done when you apply yourself, when you dream and set goals and step into yourself. It's all possible. So tune in, Making JGB. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'm JGB. Ow!